hello, Vortex!
My videos are like so bitter.
I can't help it. Society is so stupid.
They really are, though. Like I've said before, it's hard to give a crap about society when society doesn't give a crap about its damn self. You know? It's like trying to help somebody that is a raging alcoholic. Shout out to my former self. Yeah, so if I asked somebody to help me, why would they want to help me if I like reek of booze? You know? It's like the same thing with society. Society isn't going to try to do anything better, so there's no point in attempting to help them. They're not even going to look at it as help. Because the only way that I can help people is through tough love. That is the only way that you can help people. Because if you extend too much kindness to somebody, they will take advantage of you. And not only that, they won't get anything out of it. So there's no point. You know, like you can try to help somebody, but I mean, I know from my own personal experience with, you know, alcoholics and drug addicts, and not just me, but trying to help people that are in that state, you know, there's literally no point whatsoever. And you're killing that person. Like, you're basically enabling them to keep making bad decisions because they always have somebody to catch them. And that's the thing. Some people need to fall flat on their face in order to learn. You know, I mean, that's what I had to do. And that was the best thing that ever happened to me, man. Had no idea that, you know, I just needed to be humbled. But I don't think that, like, I don't think it means anything unless you are humbled. You know, it's like, why would you quit something if you're not, you know, on your hands and knees groveling? Like, there's just no point. I mean, I guess I'm a serious person. Oh, but I was a serious drunk. I mean, like, I loved the fuck out of it. And I hated the fuck out of it at the same time, you know? But it was just, like, such a huge part of my identity. And I think it's because of my, you know, spillness. You know, anytime that you have some sort of identity disorder, you're most definitely going to be an alcoholic and a drug addict. You know? Like, there's really no way around that shit. Unless you, like, grow up in a church or something like that. And even then, you're probably going to find somebody along the way that's going to give you some drugs. But, you know, something that I discovered just, like, with like finding Christ and all that, it's like I don't have anywhere near as much of a desire to do the things that I used to do. And I don't necessarily think it's because all those things were really sinful. It's just like, I don't know, maybe I just don't need it anymore because I have something else to fill that void. I don't know, I just find that interesting. I wish that I could give this to people, but unfortunately, they wouldn't want it anyway. Because when you try to tell people about God, and when you try to tell people about, you know, finding your Lord and Savior, you know, they're always going to roll their eyes at that. And I understand, because I would have done the same thing, you know, just like 10 years ago, I would have totally done the same thing. But it really is, like, the best thing that's ever happened to me. So, that's cool, you know? I just think about, like, when I get really when I get really, really sad, and this happens a lot, by the way, when I get really, really sad and I can't stop crying about the way things are, I know that God is with me, and it's okay. You know, I feel closer to God when I'm crying, which is precisely why I didn't want to take antidepressant, because when you take that shit, you can't cry. And I remember being pissed off that I couldn't cry, you know? So pissed off that I just, you know, stopped taking my medication. And I made sure that I didn't tell my shrink. It's okay, he figured it out after a while, you know? They always do. But it's like I would rather be like psychotic. Psychosis is different for everybody. I know for some people it's really bad though, and I don't want to like just suggest that everybody just gets off their medication and just does what they want. I mean, I don't necessarily think that people, like I've said before, like people can self-govern. People can't do that. People have no idea what they're dealing with, obviously. You have all these people that are being hospitalized because they smoke weed, okay? Like, that should tell you right there, people are not ready for awareness. They're not ready for understanding of anything. I think that is a great example of that. Because what marijuana is supposed to do, medicinally, psychologically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, it's supposed to help you understand yourself, okay? If that freaks you out, I mean, I just feel sorry for people that have a panic attack all because they smoke some pot. I mean, really, self-awareness freaks you out that much. But, I mean, that's why, though. It makes people paranoid and shit. But people like me, it's like we're already paranoid. We're already suspicious. Like, it just goes right along with that whole mentality, really. But I realize, you know, too much of a good thing is not a good thing. For obvious reasons, but, I just feel like society's fucked, you know? They don't want to figure it out. They don't want to learn anything about themselves. They don't want to do anything themselves. They don't want to ask questions. They don't want to read. They don't want to stop doing all the things that they're doing that make them miserable, and they'll never know it because they don't pay attention to this kind of stuff. So, I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But I can guarantee you it's not going to be good.